Alright guys, just wanted to introduce a little bit of my radio gear that I've got sitting around the house. Kind of give you guys an idea. I know some people look for a little bit less expensive options when it comes to ham radio gear, especially in this day and age with money being tight and all. Trying to get into the ham radio business, especially after you just get your license, can kind of put a damper on the budget. Well, here a couple months back, started getting back into doing ham radio. Been doing it for probably about 12 years now. Started getting back into it. Needed to get another handy talkie to use because I've been using a bit of an older rig, and with everything getting updated these days, I figured I'd go to a new radio. So the one I picked up was this one here. It's the Baofeng UV5RE Plus handy talkie. Picked it up for about $45 on the internet, brand new in the box. Comes with a couple accessories. Of course, you get your standard radio with battery pack, which is removable. Also comes with a screwed-on clip, which is currently installed. You also get a rubber ducky antenna and a base charging station. Comes with a wall adapter down there. And of course the base charging station, you can put either the whole radio in it, or you can just put in the battery. Both ways it will charge. Pretty decent rig as it sits. Works pretty good on repeaters. Also works pretty good on simplex. Mainly only use this on 2-meter frequencies, the 144 to 148 band. But this radio actually has a lot more capabilities than that. It's able to work on 144 to 148. Also works on 70 centimeters, 420 to 450 megahertz. Out of the box, it does have a transmit and receive frequency range of 136 megahertz to 174 megahertz, and also 400 to 520 megahertz. I've been told you can set it up to run FRS radio. Never tried it myself. Don't really have a need, I guess. And the other good thing is these radios have a lot of accessories that you can buy for them. You can program them just using the keypad down here in the menu settings to program in all the functions. You can also get a USB cable. I don't have one of those at this time. I purchased one, didn't work. Went ahead and just bought another one, name brand one, and so it's on its way. Some of the other accessories that you can purchase for it is a microphone for it. This mic here, brand new, costs $10. Simple plug and play function on it. Can plug this into the side of the radio, as you can see right there. Key mic on the side, clip on the back that rotates. Also has a headphone port, so you can, if you're using it in the car or anything like that, you can plug it into the car stereo. I haven't really used that function at all. I pretty much just use this as is. And unfortunately, the type of antenna connector that this radio has is a bit oddball. And so getting an antenna with this style connector on it is pretty hard to find. Usually runs you about 30 to 40 bucks more for an antenna with that connection on it than just your standard antenna. So I went ahead and purchased this adapter here that hooks into the radio and then has a standard B-type connector on the end of it. That ran me about 30 bucks at Radio Shack. Well worth the money though, because the fact that way you can pretty much plug this into pretty much most antennas that you would have that run 2-meter, 440 or anything like that. 20 bucks for that. But I ended up splurging a little bit, and I ended up paying about $40 for an antenna. It's actually this one right here. Of course, as you can see, purchased it off the great Radio Shack. $40. They usually carry them in some stores. Always available most of the time, apparently, as you can see, out of stock right now online. Decent antenna for what you get. It's $40. It's a tri-band antenna, so it actually has more capabilities than this radio does, because it'll run 2 meters, 440, and that says that it's capable of doing 6 meters, but I haven't had a radio to hook up to it yet to try it out. I did have one of my co-workers and a friend of mine who's also in ham radio. He's been in the business of ham radio for years. He has a lot more play toys than I do, let's put it that way. And he checked it out, and the SWR on it is pretty much as good as it's going to get for all 3 bands that it says it was good on. And also no reactance whatsoever, very low impedance on all 3 bands. And of course the resistance is pretty close. So, I mean, for what you're doing, you're pretty good. Best part about it is with just the standard setup, just the radio and the rubber ducky antenna, on high power you're good for about 10 miles. Whereas with everything you see here plus that antenna, you can key into repeaters pretty comfortably at about 25 miles. I actually just went and checked that out this weekend. But that's just kind of an introduction to it. I'll probably do some more videos showing how to manually program stuff into the radio and kind of how everything works with this radio at a later point in time. But thanks for watching, guys.